You know, confidence to me is key, you know, for him. And I try to remember that his confidence comes from his day-to-day preparation, and that's his strength. You know, what you're seeing him do and what you've seen him do is not what's happening today, it's what he's doing day in and day out at practice, which ultimately is coming from his coach and what him and his coach are doing together. Coming out of COVID when CJ was a freshman is when I met Kez, and I always tell people I feel like I was looking for him. I just didn't know who my Kez was. You know, I wanted someone who's gonna match the intensity, match the want that I had for him as their dad and as their leader. And it did not happen overnight. You know, like to Kez, I was just another parent probably who just thinks that their kid's gonna be the best. But over time, you know, we built a trust, we become friends, family friends, and seeing what he's done for my sons, you know, starting with my oldest, I make him responsible for, I feel like, changing his life. So what you're seeing now with Manny is just clockwork. You know, Kez doesn't have to second guess me, he doesn't have to second guess Manny. The relationship is there, there's a lot of trust there. The kids think the world of him, they love him. And it shows, it's showing. It's not just track, he genuinely cares about them and they genuinely care about him. It's just a great relationship.
So we want to use up that, because you're so fast in your drive phase, we want to use up that a little bit longer. But not to the point where you're forcing yourself to stay down. You never want to force yourself to stay down. So the body will tell you when it wants to come up, right? So you just gradually come up with that, and you have to get faster with your arms in a transition phase.
Mentally, I was just trying to visualize myself like winning the race the entire time, just not overthinking anything and just execute my race.
We want to be going down the track, okay? Sweep, and we want to cover 3 steps, okay? Keep your chin down, okay? You got to sweep with the push, okay? Set. We got to make sure we're pushing down the track, all right? No wasted motion.
Honestly, just get my start right, because if I get my start right, I usually always win. So you want that top end to be a little bit later, so you don't have to deal with it as long. Yeah. So you want to use your strength to your advantage by try to drive a little bit longer, and then go through that transition. By the time you look, you're going to be at the end of the race.
Track is one of those sports where you can do everything right and not get the result you want. I don't like things to be, it just happened. Things just don't happen. You know, whenever you're, as an athlete, there's good days, there's bad days. When you feel good, you got to go back. Remember, that's why, you know, fortunately for Manny, that's his strength. He's very regimented. He's very organized. You know, we prepare for this, very serious to us, so it's easy to go back and say, I ran well because this is how my practice was. And it's not, you're not out here freestyling. You know what I mean? So like, I think that it goes back to your habits. You know, I want him just to continue to develop good habits so that on a good day, you know what you got going on. And if it's bad, the crazy thing is you can do everything amazing and have a bad day. And guess what? It doesn't mean something's wrong. It just means welcome to being a human being and welcome to being an athlete.
It's quicker, all right? Gradually come up, get big. Get big and stay relaxed, okay?
You know, I was telling him, you know, this is my 3rd year in a row here, and once again, you know, my second son, he makes it to the finals, and we just don't take that for granted. I want him, what I don't ever want him to forget is kind of where you come from. You know, Clayton High School has been such a great launching pad for my sons. They've been good to my kids. We've been very successful here, and you know, our hat ultimately tips off to the coach, and not to forget who's out there with you day in and day out. You know, also he has a lot of support. It's not just me, his whole entire family supports him. Not to forget that, and ultimately, you know, just to know that he's beyond blessed to be in the situation that he is, and just to continue to put God first, and when it's good, and even when it's bad. And that's really all I really care about at the end of the day. You know, track is a great sport, but it's also a good way to live your life. Stay in your lane, stay focused, listen to your coach, have a plan, execute it.
Away cleanly on the second go. Martin with a good start in 5. Here comes Neil Harris with the top end speed to cruise it for the victory. It's all about time to make those finals. Outlasted Harris.
Everybody right there, Walker, White, Brown, and Johnson. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll check the results.
Oh, it's
As the great folks from Blue Ridge Dining Freedom, 6.43. And the Brown from Dudley takes second, 6.43.
Thank
So
you.
thousands of a second to break first and second.
Hey.
I was like,
Charlie Wilson from Richfield in
They said DQ or something. I kept going.
that's true.
You got one more run. Yeah. Just got to get that start again.
You got it. Good job, man.
Okay, so today's race, I was pleased with it. You know, he came out and executed all the little things that we was working on. We already know that he's good from the start. You know, his reaction time is good, his acceleration is good. So we was trying to focus mainly on how to finish a race. He tends to get a little bit tight at the end, so we was just trying to work on that over the last few weeks. It looked good today, but you know, the good thing is that he made it to the finals, and that's mission accomplished, is to go through today and make it to the finals, and then we come tomorrow and try to do our best and, you know, give it all we got. So today I was very pleased in his race.
After my last year going to Virginia Showcase, seeing all the national records getting broken, seeing the best guys warming up, that was really inspiring to me. And I knew if I was kept playing football, I wasn't gonna be able to compete with those guys, because I know next year is gonna be even faster, because there's a bunch of juniors going really fast. So I told myself I have to really focus on this. And ever since then, I've been just on my A game, just looking at videos, studying, doing extra stuff outside of track, doing stuff to keep me healthy, and just been trying to be better than I was yesterday.
All eager to get away. Better start by Finley from Duncanville, but here comes Harris. Duncanville's going to take it. The future Bulldog, Jaden Finley.
I mean, it was cool. I know I would come up faster than that, but I'm gonna keep breaking it. So I already knew I was gonna break it at this meet, so I wasn't really surprised, honestly. Just the 55 I wanted to break, but it's all right.
When it comes to the technical side of things, I actually stay out of that, because I know, once again, I trust this coach and I've seen what he's done. As far as like mentally, to not forget to, what's that word? Be kind to yourself, enjoy the sport, continue to push yourself, set realistic goals, but just for him to understand that this really is a marathon, even as a sprinter. It's cool that if you're getting hits now and everything's great, but you have so much more track in front of you. So we have to be patient, and trust your coach, and I just want to see him continue to have fun and be present and just enjoy the moment. Whether it's a good moment or it's not a good moment, just be present, because I think in order to feel the high, you got to know what the low is. Fortunately, we're feeling the high, and I just want him to enjoy it and enjoy himself as a kid.
I know Kez is really proud. Yeah, very happy. The 200 leg was mean.
I felt good on that.
Mean, boy. Bob was like, man, he didn't slow down at all.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was.
No, you didn't. That boy tried to roll up on you. He was like, nope.